Hi guys, today I want to show you about 2002 Mercedes AMG 63. In this car there doesn't have alternator and starter which is driven by belt. So this alternator and starter come one piece in the middle of transmission and engine. If you see here this pure electric line, you have to remove the bolt and also you have to remove that plastic cover, and after that you have to remove the alternator starter motor. So this motor has few jobs, and it is very important that you have to install properly, because their installations unseen mistake you will do there, and it will create very big problems to this motor, because there doesn't have any proper timing, any other thing. Just you have to remove these few bolts from the wiring side, and then you have to remove from stator and magnetic side few bolts, and after that you have to remove. And the removing, you shouldn't do any mistake because it's very easy, just few bolts and you have to remove outside. But during installations there should be create a small mistake if you do not take care properly, because doesn't have any timing, but their bolt is quite looser and it misalign the stator and magnetic assembly between each other. So once the stator and magnetic assembly disalign, it will create short to each other and it will damage the stator side. So first of all, what is the function of this motor? This motor is few functions. The first is start your engine. The second is charge your battery. The third is help your car to improve fuel efficiency during full throttle, or when you run your car in the first stage. For example, you have to give accelerator. In that moment this motor push your car. And another, when you deaccelerate your car, it generate electricity, charge your battery in that time, and it force the engine to slow down. So four job: starting the car, generates voltage, electricity, also push your car, and also stop your car. It's not fully stop but help to start your, or to help to stop your car easily. So this four job is this motor. Now when this motor create electricity, generate electricity to charge your battery, and when it's push your car, because this motor is two option: one is motor option, another is electric generator options. So in this car has one computer that's control this motor to either do a motor job to push your engine, or either to stop or to generate the electricity when it needs to charge your battery. In that time activate the charging mode. So this motor generates electricity to charge the battery, and when no need, in that time it push your engine. Okay, so normally when you deaccelerate, that is the time to generate electricity and also help your brake to stop your car. and when you accelerate, that time push your engine to help number 4 work is this motor. Now if you see here, this is the starter assembly, and in the middle is magnetic assembly. It comes two pieces. One is the middle one, which is magnetic assembly. One is the stator assembly. The stator assembly is tied to the engine side. Magnetic assembly is rotated by the engine. So if a small disalignment between stator and magnetic assembly, it will damage your stator and magnetic side. What will be the common reason? At that time this motor is overheat. When overheat, because it touched to each other, so it's overheat. In that time, the first sign is they will give the overheat sign in the dashboard, the yellow one, and you start your car, it will run, and you shut off again, will not start because it will shut to each other. This is the common mistake that I found in this problem. When a disalignment touch to each other, overheat the motor and give the overheat sign in the dashboard. Number second, the car will not start even though it doesn't have fault code, but the car will not start. You disalign the battery, and that time it might be start, but normally not. So there is unseen mistake that the mechanic do, because this stator side bolt is quite loose and it disalignment from the engine side. This assembly, when the stator disalign, it should touch the magnetic assembly and the stator assembly between each other and create problem. In that time when you open, you must focus on that place. Either you mark all the bolts on the engine assembly side and the stator side, or either you tight the bolt that it's create a sign of the bolt. When you put back the stator side, it must be from that position. It not be even a small disalignment. If there happen a small disalignment in the stator side, because the magnetic side shouldn't be disaligned, because there is already on the crankshaft, which is driven by a crankshaft, there is a pin. But if you see here, the stator side doesn't have any pin and their bolt is also loose. So in that moment it should be disalign the stator side. Common cause should be stator and magnetic side touch either, shut between each other, and car no start. Problem, car will no start. So that is the main procedure, that make sure disalignment between stator assembly and magnetic assembly. So that is the final videos for this